What else can this year throw at us? Of course, there's the coronavirus, but Mother Nature didn't grant us any favors either. Tom O'Hare shows us in this month's Rising Waters, Rising Concerns.
2020, this was going to be a big issue in the lake levels and the impacts no matter what. And again, other things came along and still a big issue. So in Lake Michigan and Huron, we broke the 101-year-old records every month of the year from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. And I think we may well break it in September.
Okay, this is Iron Ore Bay. Road is washed out.
While we are not going to break September's record, high water is one of the reasons for destruction all over the state. Check out the south end of Beaver Island at Iron Ore Bay. There used to be a road here. A south wind wiped a portion out of it a couple weeks ago.
I've been trying to talk to people. It's like a skyscraper where it's 100 stories tall. You know, 8 years ago, everybody was living on the 20th floor. We were doing just fine. Finally, we reached halfway up the 50th floor. But this year, we've been at the 98th, 99th, 100th, but we've been living at the 100th. Now we've dropped down to the 95th.
And now it's fall, known for its brutal storms.
Any of the winds can do tremendous damage, and that's the old song, the gales of November. November is our windiest month on average, so even if they drop another 6 inches by November, it's still, we're way up there, and that lots of things are at risk. Lots of lighthouses, lots of places that are just near and dear to our hearts.
And when we try to save the things we love, sometimes our neighbors don't fare so well.
When any hardening structure goes in, it has an impact kind of up lake and down lake, and your neighbors can definitely be impacted with advanced erosion. And in general, if possible, the best scenario is just to try and ride it out without hardening.
Because the lakes will eventually go back down.
Yeah, the beaches are going to be different. The slumping that's coming off is those waves just hammer away at the toe of the area, and that gravity does its thing. So it's reshaping the shoreline. What do we learn from a high water period? I think we have to learn to respect the nature shoreline a little bit more. We want to access it. We want to get universal access to the places and allow people to come enjoy that. But yet we got to recognize that may only be a temporary thing.
Of course, those water levels have started coming down. Here we are since 2013 to where we are right now. We're starting that drop down, and it's very good to see. Here's the close-up view. That's what we've been doing. Here are the records we've been breaking every month until now. We're getting below that right now, so that's some great news overall. Water levels are beginning to drop off. So what are we looking at across northern Michigan's Great Lakes? At least the good news. It's not a record level right now, but it's still quite high. Levels are dropping from a peak of 5 inches so far. And the good news, in fact, the great news would be dropping a foot by the end of January. We'll have to just wait and see what happens.